In the center of the Indian Ocean, a 2.1-kilometer-long bridge winds out, connecting the capital Malé and the international airport, which is one of a growing number of Chinese projects in the resort Maldives. However, a good thing like this, which improves the living standards of the people of Maldives, has caused great unease in India. In order to win back Maldives, India has frequently shown goodwill, and also said that it will build a bridge there, which will surpass that of China in terms of scale. But experts in India immediately pointed out the infeasibility. Completed in 2018, the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge was called a milestone in the relationship between the two countries by then-Maldives President Yameen. "We are grateful for the help provided by the Chinese government, who made the dreams of the Maldivian people come true," he said at the opening ceremony of the bridge. Why is China's civil works in the Maldives so disturbing to India? At present, what other representative projects do China have in the Maldives? Can these projects really help local residents? Hi. Welcome to Hot Topics Time. Before we start today's video, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, let's continue the topic we are talking about. The bridge not only connects the capital Malé with the airport, but also facilitates the transportation between Maldives Island and the capital, which was built to relieve the pressure in the capital. For many years, the only way for locals to travel between Malé and Maldives was by ferry. During peak commutes, people would queue for hours for the 20-minute journey. With the help of Chinese funds, workers and technology, the bridge was finally built. The entire project cost $200 million. China provided $116 million in funds and $72 million in loans, and the rest was paid by the Maldives government. Now, the drive to commute from the bridge only takes a few minutes. So, why does a civil project to improve the living standards of local residents arouse dissatisfaction in India? The Maldives is an archipelagic country with a population of less than 500,000, the smallest country in Asia in terms of land area and population. However, the country has nearly 1,200 islands scattered across strategically important waters and shipping lanes in the Indian Ocean. It is estimated that half of India's foreign trade and 80% of its energy imports pass through sea lanes near the Maldives. China's crude oil imports from the Middle East and Africa, which accounted for 62% of its total imports last year, also pass through these routes. Therefore, India used to regard the Maldives as a backyard. But now, Maldives is actively responding to the Belt and Road Initiative. It is one of the first countries to sign the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road Memorandum of Understanding with China and one of the founding members of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. In response, India announced a so-called $500 million bridge building plan in August 2020, including $100 million in grants and $400 million in soft loans or lines of credit. The bridge and causeway, which is said to be 6.7 kilometers long, will connect Malé and 3 nearby islands, surpassing China's bridges in length, scale and price, and is billed as the largest civil infrastructure project to be built in the Maldives. But then, domestic experts in India pointed out that the infrastructure investment and financial assistance that India can provide to the Maldives is actually very limited. At the same time, Chinese projects have sprung up in the Maldives one by one. In addition to the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge, which is also the first bridge in the Maldives, China has also built its first airport. Okay, let's get more details about this project. When it comes to sea reclamation, China has always been at the forefront of this field. After completing many domestic projects, the Chinese building team has also begun to go out to the world to help other countries complete related infrastructure projects. Among them, the Maldives has asked China for help. A total of 3 billion yuan was invested in this project, which started in July 2016. Just 26 months later, the airport island has changed dramatically. After the expansion, the airport can take off and land the world's largest passenger aircraft, the A380. And its area has also increased from the initial 60,000 square meters to 250,000 square meters, a full expansion of more than 4 times. In this project, the reclamation project is even more eye-catching, and it was completed in just 10 months. The total area of its reclamation is as high as 750,000 square meters, 5.8 trillion tons of seawater are removed, and 5.4 million cubic meters of earth and stone are consumed. On September 18, 2018, the Airbus A380 flew into the air, marking the successful test flight of the new runway at Villana International Airport in Maldives and the success of the project undertaken by China. In this project, China has applied 4 cutting-edge new technologies, which have played a huge role in the airport project, not only improving the quality of the project, but also saving costs and shortening the construction period. The tourist resort Maldives is known as one of the most beautiful island countries, attracting more than 1 million tourists every year. But the Maldives airport is a serious drag. Landing flights are limited, with an annual capacity of only 4 million passengers, and the airport runway can only take off and land medium-sized passenger aircraft. As Maldivian Tourism Minister Musa Zamir said, a prerequisite for the upgrading of tourism in the Maldives is the upgrading of Malé Airport. However, due to the complex terrain of the surrounding waters of the Maldives, the expansion of the airport will encounter many worldwide difficulties. Therefore, the construction has not been started for many years. So, what problems did the Chinese construction team solve? In the process of the Maldivian project, the most important of these problems is the determination of the location and orientation of the new runway of the airport. As the underwater topographic survey map around the airport shows that the sea depth conditions in the northern end of the airport are relatively complex, and the seabed situation changes suddenly, and the slope changes at a large angle to the sea depth of 30 m, with a slope of 70%. In view of the difficulty of the construction in this area, the midpoint of the southern end of the new runway was considered as the base point, and the new runway was rotated 0.9 degrees to the east to achieve avoidance of steep bumps and to ensure the safety of the reclamation project. You might ask, how much benefit does a runway turn at such a small angle really bring? I believe that the following set of figures can exactly illustrate the problem. The additional cost of the airfield pavement project is about 2.7 million. The additional cost of the reclamation project is about 2.9 million, the revetment sheet pile project is reduced by about 18.11 million, and the total cost is reduced by about 12.51 million. I think this is where attention to detail comes into play. At the same time, the most direct pressure on the Chinese construction team comes from the construction period. In order not to affect the normal order of takeoff and landing, the project will be constructed from midnight to 6 o'clock every day. It is the hard-working spirit of Chinese workers that ensures that one overseas project after another is launched in the Maldives. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below and share your insightful ideas with other people. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. Hot Topics time to explore the wisdom behind the news. We will see you in the next video.